Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations. Eris week is almost over. And Eris week comes about twice a year, usually in April and October, at Eris's conjunction and opposition with Earth. And it usually brings horrible things like shootings and fighting. And 5 days after the Eris conjunction or opposition, you get a major Category 5 hurricane, typhoon, or cyclone. And so, like literal clockwork, 4.5 days after the Eris opposition on the 13th, we have Super Typhoon Surigae surged from intensity from a Category 1 storm to a Category 5 monster today, with maximum sustained winds of about 180 or 190 miles per hour. This is supposed to turn north of the Philippines before making landfall, so super duper shout out to the atmospheric defense team. And this is a reminder that we are now 6 weeks away from hurricane season. So buckle up, get some rest, have some fun now before it gets wild. Let's talk about clear and present dangers now and over the next week. If you're in Florida or in the South, I have bad news. You guys are going to be getting hit with a whole lot of rain. And I mean a whole lot of rain over the next week. And then up north, not as dangerous. You'll be getting more of the wonderful mid-April snow. But watch how this one band here just kind of goes south down into Mexico, which seems weird. Yeah, here we are checking out the rain projections over the next 7 days. And as you can see, Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia, and Florida, with Florida getting the worst of the brunt, will be getting a whole lot of rain. So stay aware, be prepared, and watch out for sinkholes if you are in the shaft. The sun is really starting to wake up. That is good news, because in solar minimums, empires and countries fall apart. Solar maximums, things get better. So now we have, count them, 1, 2, 3 sunspots on the sun. So that is great news. And as I've been telling you guys, that for the last 8 months, new solar cycle 25 is overperforming compared to NASA and NOAA forecasts. And remember, 99% of the truth community sold everyone for 5 years. We were going to some grand solar minimum. So the new solar cycle 25 is super overperforming all grand solar minimum predictions. And the chances of grand solar minimum at this point are almost 0. Yay. And we've had a far side eruption around a potential active region observed Saturday from behind the southeast limb. The event measured as a long duration B8 solar flare and is associated with the coronal mass ejection that will be directed away from Earth. So that's neat. But that is not all. We are going to continue to be on earthquake and volcano eruption watch, as we've had multiple geomagnetic storms over the last few days. And so that usually causes auroras and sometimes earthquakes and volcanoes. We've got more rain moving through the south as we speak. And we'll take a look at the solar flare coronal mass ejection that happened from the southeastern limb. Bing, bang, boom, bang, pow. But yeah, Eris week's been pretty wild. Not only did you have Venus go at opposition to Eris, then you had the Sun and Earth go at opposition to Eris, and then today we have Mercury at opposition to Eris. So this has been one of the most Eris-y weeks since I've been doing this for 8 years. And it's just odd every time you have a Category 5 super typhoon or hurricane or cyclone somewhere. And I have not yet been able to figure out exactly how to pinpoint where the Eris storm will be. You can almost pretty much guarantee that in October, at the next Eris opposition, we will have a Category 5 hurricane or cyclone. Maybe I can figure it out by then. We'll see. And remember, in super horrible news this week, St. Vincent's La Soufriere volcano erupted again this morning in the biggest explosion and generated a pyroclastic flow down its south and southwest flanks. And so the volcano situation is just lit, and by my estimations will continue through 2023, 2024, as all the gas giants in our solar system are on the same side of the sun, which causes earthquakes and volcanoes. But, as it's weird to me that the plague/pandemic divided Americans more than ever. And so at a time where we should be uniting to prepare for our earth changes, which are happening, I don't know, man. I'm just saying we got a real good reason to think that we could see volcanic activity on the west coast of the United States this year. And on that same note, there are volcanoes in Alaska that have been erupting during this last week. And let us hope and pray that Asteroid Fight Club, Atmospheric Defense Team, and Prayer Warriors are up to speed for this hurricane season. Hey, in less than a week, on April 23rd, it will be my 7th year anniversary as y'all's Planetary Defense Commander. And I've been doing THORnews for 8 years and been talking about volcanoes the entire time. And so we will watch for more disruption in volcano and earthquakes. And this is Iceland. Iceland erupted 2-3 weeks ago, and it's just been going flipping nuts. The volcano. And in bad news, rip current deaths, where people are dying from rip currents, is through the roof over the last year. Because the oceans have been choppy and angry. In good news, the solar storms bring beautiful colors to the upper and lower, to the tops of the planet. Man, I'm not saying things properly. Did I mention Eris was conjunct Mercury? So our communication skills are a little lacking, and people are going to be arguing about stuff all the time for the next few days. Yeah, party people. Surigae is massive. And the auroras are magnificent. And it still blows my mind that you can get 500,000 subscribers on the YouTube selling people some grand solar minimum. That's just insane, man. That's just insane. The sun is not asleep, bro. And I think we will have a bigger solar cycle than the last one. Popocatépetl has also been extremely active as a volcano, and it is in Mexico. You've been getting a lot of April snow in Maine and Massachusetts, and I think even Utah. And you had another giant dust storm in China. All right, I think I'll wrap this one up. I might get chatty, make another video. Might even go live later tonight. Who knows? Now that my ability to communicate with you guys is back, I missed y'all. Okay, everybody stay cool. Talk to y'all soon. Peace out. God bless everyone. Yeah, if you're feeling crappy or angry or want to argue, don't do it. That's Eris. Eris is a bitch, dude. Eris loves it when people fight and don't get along. So don't let Eris affect you. Okay? Stay cool.